Good morning, I'm Lois. Here are your headlines in the East Midlands. Investigations are continuing today after a man was stabbed in Leicester at the weekend. It happened. Residents in Northamptonshire are being urged to check and maintain their chimneys as the cold weather sets in. The fire service says it receives more call-outs. A boxing champion has been using his skills at a special event to raise money and awareness against domestic abuse. Oktoberfest, Halloween activities and a monthly student night are just some of the free events coming to Derby's Market Hall. An adventurer from Grantham is set to become the first person to swim around the entire coastline of Iceland later. Best of luck to him on his final day. Now, were you lucky enough to see the blood moon last night? All right, well, let's get the weather forecast now. Here's Amanda. And that is it from us this morning. I'll hand you back now to Susanna and Ed. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye. Good morning, I'm Lois. Here are your headlines in the East Midlands. We start with some sport news this morning, and Nottingham Forest head coach Nuno Espirito Santo has been sacked overnight after 21 months in charge. People in Leicestershire are being invited to have their say on how local councils will be organised. The two-tier council system is set to be abolished by the government, meaning there won't be any overlap of councils in Leicester, Leicestershire and Rutland. East Midlands Ambulance Trust has been ranked as the second best service in the country. An extreme athlete from Grantham has become the first person to swim around Iceland after completing his 1,000-mile challenge. Wow, what an achievement. Well done to him. Well, finally, more and more farmers in the East Midlands are planting sunflowers in the hopes of improving biodiversity. All right, time for the weather forecast now. Here's Des. Thank you, Des. And that is it from us this morning. I'll hand you back now to Susanna and Ed in London. Have a lovely day. Bye for now. Good morning, I'm Lois. Here are your headlines in the East Midlands. Police are questioning a teenager on suspicion of stealing a motorbike in Nottingham from a man who was months into his ride around the world. Crime Stoppers is offering a £5,000 reward to help find a man charged with conspiracy to supply cocaine who's been wanted for 4 years. West Lindsey District Council says RAF Scampton is wholly unsuitable to house asylum seekers after the government said it was considering using the site as temporary accommodation. Work on a major redevelopment in Nottingham city centre is now complete. A children's hospice in Leicestershire has been upgraded from good to outstanding after an inspection this summer. The Rainbow... All right, time for a look at the weather forecast now. Here's Des. Thank you, Des. And that is it from us this morning. I'll hand you back now to Susanna and Ed in London. Have a lovely day. Bye for now. Good morning, I'm Lois. Here are your headlines in the East Midlands. £250,000 will be put into the Normanton and Arboretum wards in Derby with the aims of improving the lives of thousands of people living in poverty. Derbyshire Wildlife Trust has today launched an urgent appeal to raise over £1 million to protect Middleton Moor. Barbecues could be banned in the Peak District in Derbyshire over growing concern of damage caused by fires. Plans are due to be discussed over how public transport in the East Midlands can be transformed to make it smoother, safer and greener. Nottingham Forest will unveil Ange Postecoglou as the club's head coach today. All right, time for the weather now. Here's James Wright. And that's it from us this morning. I'll hand you back now to Kate and Ed. Bye for now.